How you doing, everybody? My name is Dr. Sammy BAYA. Please welcome back to my YouTube channel. When you disappear on a narcissist, when you are gone forever, that's the title of this video. When you disappear on a narcissist, when you are gone forever, what happens? When you disappear on a narcissist, it often begins with a sense of relief for you. The noise, the manipulation, and the constant drama all suddenly stops. You've taken the courageous step of cutting ties with someone who thrived on control, someone who thrived on validation and the constant feeding of their ego. In this silence, you may begin to feel a weight lifted, a freedom you haven't known in a long time. For the first time in what feels like forever, you are no longer their source of attention or admiration. The narcissist may not notice your absence right away. In fact, their initial reaction could be indifference. Their world is constantly revolving around them, and they are used to people coming and going. The more they are surrounded by admiration and attention from others, the less they care about the loss of any one person. For a while, they might not even think about you. However, as time passes and they notice that you are no longer there to praise them or meet their emotional needs, their interest will be piqued. Once they realize you're gone, the narcissist will turn inward. It's not about missing you or the bond you shared, but about questioning why they lost your attention. Narcissists tend to be highly self-centered. So, their first instinct is to see the situation through the lens of their own inadequacy. They may start blaming themselves, but only to the extent that it impacts their own vanity. It will never be a self-reflection on their behavior or treatment of you, only a bruising to their fragile ego. After the narcissist's initial disbelief, they will try to regain control. This is known as the hovering phase, where they will attempt to pull you back into their orbit. They may reach out with a variety of tactics, pleading, pretending to change, or even using guilt and manipulation. If they think they can rekindle the relationship and regain your validation, they'll stop at nothing. The idea of losing a source of narcissistic supply is unbearable to them. If they are particularly skilled, the narcissist may offer a fake apology. It is important to understand that this apology is not born from true remorse, but rather from their need to reassert control. They are not acknowledging their wrongdoings, but trying to manipulate you into forgiving them so that they can maintain the upper hand. The apology will often be surface level, devoid of real accountability, and laced with self-pity or blame shifting. If hoovering doesn't work, or if you remain silent despite their attempts, the narcissist may experience narcissistic rage. This is a volatile, often explosive reaction to a perceived threat to their ego. They may lash out in anger, spite, or frustration, trying to make you feel guilty or insignificant. You may be labeled as crazy, ungrateful, or selfish as they try to reclaim their sense of superiority. This is a last-ditch effort to provoke an emotional response and reassert dominance. In the midst of their rage, the narcissist will likely project blame onto you. They will tell everyone that it was your fault or for the breakup, or that you are the one who betrayed them. The narcissist narrative is always about their own victimhood. Even if they are the perpetrator of the harm, you become a scapegoat in the attempt to avoid facing any discomfort related to their own actions. For some narcissists, it's not enough to direct their anger privately. They may take the campaign public, telling mutual friends, family, or even strangers about how they were wronged. Their goal is to paint you as the villain and garner sympathy or support from others. In their twisted view, the more people who side with them, the more validated and powerful they feel. They may even embellish the truth, creating a false narrative to ensure that no one questions their version of events. Beneath all their bravado, the narcissist fears being abandoned more than anything else. This fear drives much of their need to manipulate and control people around them. When you disappear, it challenges this core belief, and the narcissist is confronted with the reality that their charm, manipulation, or anger was not enough to keep you under their influence. This fear of abandonment may also drive them to obsess over you long after you are gone. Even as they fight to keep their ego intact, the narcissist will seek validation from others. Their need for attention doesn't stop just because you've left. They will move on to other sources of supply, whether it's friends, family, or even new romantic partners. But even in these new relationships, their need for constant praise and admiration is insatiable. No one can ever fill the void that you left in their life, but they will continue trying, always looking for someone who can offer the same level of attention you once gave them. One of the most defining traits of a narcissist is their overwhelming sense of entitlement. They believe that others exist to serve their needs, and this belief is so ingrained that they may not even recognize their behavior as manipulative. When you disappear, they feel entitled to your attention, time, and validation, regardless of how they treated you. The thought that you could choose to leave them is incomprehensible to their inflated sense of self. While you may be feeling the emotional weight of the end of the relationship, the narcissist is often incapable of processing their own feelings in a healthy way. They are emotionally disconnected, unable to truly empathize with your pain or loss. Instead of feeling sad or remorseful, they may become obsessed with maintaining their image or feeding their ego in other ways. The emotional development is stunted, so the ability to grieve or reflect in a meaningful way is minimal. What the narcissist truly fears is becoming irrelevant. They rely on the attention and validation of others to maintain their sense of worth. When you disappear, you challenge their very existence. It's not just about losing a relationship, it's about losing a source of supply. If you can live without them, then their fragile sense of self is further undermined. They cannot bear the thought of becoming unimportant or overlooked, and they may fight this fear with every ounce of their being. In some cases, the narcissist may finally accept that you are gone for good. At this point, they may discard you completely, having exhausted all attempts to regain control. This discard is often cold and calculated as the narcissist moves on to their next source of supply. It is a final attempt to reassert their dominance, showing that they are unaffected by your departure. But in reality, this discard is often more about their need to maintain the illusion of power than any genuine desire to serve the relationship. For you, disappearing from a narcissist's life is the beginning of a long journey towards healing and reclaiming your own identity. You no longer need to live under their manipulation and control. The path to recovery may not be easy, but as time passes, you will regain your sense of self. You'll free from the toxic influence of someone who saw you only as a tool for their own narcissistic needs. Your healing is a testament to your strength and the realization that you are worthy of love and respect, something that a narcissist will never truly offer you. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you've learned a thing or two. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not done so. Make sure you hit the notification bell. That way, every time I upload a new video, you'll get notified about it. Remember to like, comment, and share this video widely to all those who may need it. Knowledge is power, information is power, and learning is the superpower. Thank you. Catch you later in the next video.